Hey guys, Game Ninja back with another Minecraft tutorial, and today we're going to be looking at a trap that I devised, and basically the way that this trap works is that you're on an SMP server, you're playing multiplayer, and then say somebody decides to come and attack you for some reason, or you just want a way to keep people out. So basically, somebody's chasing you, you run in here, and then since this lever is flipped down, that wasn't supposed to happen, sorry. You keep the lever flipped up, and then you run in here when you're being chased. You go in, flip the lever, and then when the next person comes in, they decide to hit the button, and they fall. And you can have your method of killing of choice down here, be it lava, fall damage, whatever. And this is a relatively simple design. This is pretty much all the redstone over here. And I'm going to show you how to make it, and then I'm going to hop into my Redstone Lab world and show you a 3-trap design that I made, including this trap. So the first thing you're going to want to do to start building this is, I have everything on my hotbar. This iron block at the end is just the iron block and the stone bricks are any building block you desire. And you're going to want to decide where you're going to put your door. So I'll put the door here, and then just build a little tunnel around it, like so. And make sure that you have room to put a button and to put a little bit of space just to conceal the redstone so that the person can't see it if your base is out in the open. And then you're going to place your button that you want to open the door. Go to the other side, give it some buffer room because you don't want the lever to hold the door open like it does here. So you want to put it right here. And now you're onto the redstone. You're going to take and put a block on this side, on the same block where the lever is, but one block down. And do the same with the block that the button is on. So this is 4 blocks away. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Same one there. Then you're going to want to put a repeater on that block that you just placed. Then dig down a block in the ground. Place a sticky piston. Put any block on top of that. I like to use the iron block so that I know which block is going to be pushed. And then you're going to want to come over here. Build it out like that. Place a redstone torch on this block, and then you're going to want to put redstone on these 3 blocks here, not on this block because that block has a piston on it. Then you're going to want to come down here where the floor is going to drop, and right here, go back 2 blocks, place a sticky piston. You see that it extends because this redstone torch is powering the block underneath, which is in turn powering the piston. And then you're going to just place the block that you want to drop, like that stone brick. And before you do that, you can come down here and do whatever. Grab some lava, something like that. Something to kill your enemies who drop into it. Then place the block. And as you can see, that's working. Now all we need to do is have something to trigger this piston down here. And we can do that by just running a line of redstone from this lever here right to here, because if you know the basics of redstone, you'll know that this redstone dust, when it is powered, it powers this block down here, which in turn powers this piston, because the piston is directly adjacent to the powered block. So as you can see, if I flip the lever, this piston goes up, and so when the button is pressed, the repeater will power this block. And because the block is strongly powered, it will power this line of redstone, which will deactivate the redstone torch, thereby deactivating this piston right there. So that's the entire trap, really. That's all you need to do this. As you can see, it works. There are a few downsides to this trap, and the first one is, as with any trap, once somebody falls for the trap once, they're not going to fall for it again. They're going to do something like go around and break the redstone before they try to enter. Or one problem with this trap is that you can just hold right click and aim at the thing while you're sprinting, and aim at the button, and you can make it through. Here, let me actually show you that. I forgot to turn it on. You can just... It takes some timing, but you can make it through. Obviously, if you're better at it than I am. But one of the other downsides that there is that if somebody has fallen for it before, they can just break this iron door, walk through, you know? So, in the world that I'm just about to hop into, I'm about to hop into my Redstone Lab. I'll show you what I did to get around that. See you there. Okay, so I've hopped into my Redstone Lab world here, and yeah, I don't think I've ever shown this before. As you can see, it's called my Redstone Lab for a reason. I have a lot of redstone stuff here, so much actually that I've started to get lag recently, which is not good. So, this is my 3-trap design, which utilizes, as you can see, the same trap that I just showed you how to build, but with a little bit of variation to it. As you can see, above this iron door, I've put some lava so that counters the one problem where if somebody decides to break the iron door, then they can just get through, because now if you try to break the iron door, then you'll end up with some lava on your face. So, I'm going to just grab an iron door to replace that. So that's the one problem fixed. And now, the second problem is the problem that if you just sprint, you can make it past the door. Sometimes, if you're lucky. So what I've done here is I've modified the redstone design. This is still fully functional. It still does the same thing. But there's an added thing. I have a piston here which will push, when this is activated, it will push this block here out so that the person is blocked if they try to break the iron door or if they make it through. And then you may see there's a sand block here. What I've done is I've put a redstone torch here, just like the one over here, and that's powering this block, which is powering a piston that is holding up a sign. And when that sign is broken by the piston retracting, then the sand falls, and there will be a hole underneath there. So let's see what this does. You see, when I activated that, the stone block was moved forward. So now what's going to happen is, you see this still works as normal. It's pulled out. And if somebody decides to make it past it, first they'll be blocked by this, and then a normal person, they would think that that was the only trap, and so they would break the block and then fall to their doom. And what I've done down here is it's just a simple fall damage trap, which I like to use fall damage because you can put hoppers down there, and I have those 3 hoppers leading into this chest, which that's also another way to collect the sand that fell when the sign was broken. So you have a chest down here, and that way if somebody dies of your fall damage trap, you can collect their loot, like any tools, materials, any of that they have on them. And then resetting the trap is simple. All you really have to do is undo the lever, replace that block just because it was broken, and then just replace the sign, and put a block of sand on top, and voila, the trap's reset. So this is effectively a double bluff trap, basically. At least for the second part of the trap, with the block that pushes forward, and then there's a hole underneath. So that's effectively like a double bluff, because they would think that that was the only trap, and then they would get caught in the second trap. So I like to use this design whenever I'm playing on a server that's not quite like a PvP server, like a faction server, because this would be useless on a faction server as they wouldn't be able to interact with the button anyway. But I like to use it on servers where people might chase me, where people might want to do PvP or raid my base or something like that. So just on casual Minecraft servers. And this is actually a very effective trap, despite how small the redstone is. It's very cheap as well. So I like to use this, and then I'll put my house over here. Makes it a lot nicer, and it gives you peace of mind. So what you can do also is you can have different exit to your base that's maybe hidden, concealed in some way, and then if you have to go out, you can just flip the lever and go out, do what you want, and then reset the trap when you get back and see if anybody's fallen for it when they were trying to sneak into your base. So yeah, I like it. So, if you guys like this tutorial, be sure to leave a like, and if you want to see more videos, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm really starting to like doing all these videos. Well, that's it for today. I'll see you guys in the next one. Sayonara.